Welcome back to my case study on sports betting, where I'm looking at laying everything at $1.01 on Betfair for sports, and this is week 7, so it's been an interesting week. Let's just jump into it. So a reminder, the rules are that I'm only doing this on sports. I'm not doing this on racing markets. I have seen someone suggest that $1.11 is a good amount to use for racing markets, and I might run another case study on that. But for now, this is just sports at $1.01, and I'm also running a $1.02 case study. And I get these lays in as early as possible using automated software that I've created myself. So it's now been 49 days, and the total bets placed has been over 483,000. We've matched over 75,000 of those bets, and we've won a little over 900 of the bets. But the most important thing, we now have a profit of over $100. So when you look at this at profit on turnover, we've essentially risked $4,832. Of those, only $757 got matched. So that's what really was risked. And we have won over $100 on that. So the return isn't too bad when you think of it. It's probably it's 101 on 757, so it's a pretty good result. Let's jump into how the chart looks. And you can see the chart here has taken a dramatic swing upwards with profit. You'll remember last week we were sitting in the 60s or 70s in profit, and this has pretty much just been a week of winning runs where it has continued to go higher and higher every day. And we've peaked there over $100, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. There's probably a bit of a drawback that will happen just due to variance. So I wouldn't expect this to still be over 100 next week, but who knows, it could continue going up and we could be up above 120 or 130. Let's jump into the 102 case study. So here is the testing on the 102 case study, which I decided to run because someone added a comment to say, hey, why don't you test the 102s? I found those to be profitable, and I've jumped in and decided to continue it. So if you've got ideas for things that you think could be profitable that I should run a case study on, let me know in the comments and I'll add a case study and see if I can prove it right or wrong. So if we look at this, it's been running for 39 days, 363,000 bets, almost 54,000 matched, and almost 1,300 winning lays. Now the profit is much better than the $1.01 at $141. And when you consider that we would have risked about just over $1,600 all up, it's not a bad result. It's a little bit less than 10%, it's around 8% if I'm doing the math correctly, and that's not a bad profit on turnover. It's still a lot that is getting bet, and it will be interesting to see if this still holds up. We have not been doing these tests for long enough to say that these are long-term winning strategies. Things like this can win for months and then turn horrible as sports change and as we enter different parts of seasons for different sports. So while it's been good so far, I'm not looking to scale this. I'm not looking to filter this down yet. All I want to do is understand where this goes as a very general concept. So here's the chart for the 102 lays, and you'll see it followed the 101s and had a very steady rise in the last week and went really, really well, because obviously we are probably hitting a few more wins than we do at the 101. So it's been a good week. It shot up significantly from around 70,000 last week. And we'll have to see where variance takes it next week, just like the other chart. It could come down to a more long-term stable result, or it could continue going up. I don't try to predict these things, I just wait and see what actually happens with them. And then after I've got enough data, which could be months, it could be years, depending on what I'm looking at, then I would be making a decision on what to do with it. But at this stage, it's just wait and watch. Let it go with as limited filters and rules on it as possible and see where it ends up. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I do run multiple case studies. I'm also running a martingale case study, which is proving my assumptions wrong and actually ending up in a profit. But I'll be running different case studies throughout the year, and if you want to see more of them, please add in the comments case studies that you'd like to see. So if you're having a bet this week, good luck with it, and thanks for watching.